Friends, I said good morning. Thank you. Dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, my very, very close friends, my old contacts where I managed to renew them over here. At the outset, let me take this opportunity to thank Mr. Shibu John for having given me this wonderful opportunity to attend this particular conference at the same time when he said that you're going to be the chief guest for this particular function. I was just wondering, why am I being invited here? Because I haven't really done much in this particular field, but what I have done is only been the end user of this particular product at certain times. One thing we need to realize that when we talk about science and technology, science is something which helps us to develop the technology, but the minute the technology comes, some of us jump into it. We are those aficionados who really like to take up everything. Some of them are always sitting on the side and trying to think, and with a lot of skepticism, whether it should be accepted or not. But at the same time, there are people who will say that this technology is bad or this technology is good. No technology is bad or no technology is good unless and until we tend to use it, put the best maximum use of it, and not to forget the fact that there is a learning curve with every aspect in every particular field. I can only talk about dentistry. When things were introduced to us, I still remember we said, oh, this is not going to work. But that was a wrong concept. And I've always believed that be a seeker. Only when you are a seeker, when your mind is open, will you be in a position to learn certain things. A doubting mind or a questioning mind at times cannot really learn. Your mind should be like a parachute. A parachute functions only when it is open. If you're going to jump out and the parachute is not going to open, that's it. That's your downfall. But at the same time, let's just talk about 3D printing. 3D printing definitely, as far as dentistry is concerned, Dr. Dinesh Jain is very much here. Proud to say that he was my first locum when I started practice, but then this guy has been going places, if you really go to look at it, and wonderful to have someone who brings in certain innovations in the field. And that really helps us not only to do certain procedures in the patient's mouth with certain amount of precision, but definitely a greater precision, and also to eliminate the human error that was there otherwise. And then at the same time, our quality of work improves, because Dr. Jain and some of the dental surgeons who are sitting here will agree with me that when we do certain things in the patient's mouth and make an impression, send it to the laboratory, and we tell the lab guy, manage it. But then that certain things cannot be managed by the computer. And then that means our precision, our input, our work has to improve, and it has to be precise. So that really gives in a lot of scope for us to improve work and also to give some better quality of work to our patients. Coming down to the 3D printing, basically apart from dentistry, I think Mr. John has been kind enough to put that particular video wherein you saw that maybe cars are being made, jet engines are being created, a lot of things have been created. At this juncture, I would only like to say, with every choice in life, okay, there is a little bit of a compromise, whether you're married or whether you're divorced, okay, but there is a compromise at every stage of life. Now with this, when it comes in, I also am looking at the energy hog that's going to happen. You're going to talk about certain plastics that are probably not going to be palatable, are going to be used. So you're going to be looking at those particular aspects. You can even have 3D printing for making tablets. So whether that's going to infringe certain copyrights and certain other issues, ethical issues and legal issues might tend to crop in. So there are a lot of things probably which we have to look into. We have to address a couple of things, but nevertheless, I think I take this opportunity to say that Trinity Marketing and Media Solutions has really created a platform. It's a real 3D printed platform, I would say, that for the exchange of ideas, for dissemination of knowledge, and for discussion, which I'm sure and positive that this baby step that they have taken, if you permit me to call it a baby step, but I know it's a good leap that you have done, and I think will open up a lot of avenues for us to work. It's not like letting a cat among the pigeons, but definitely it's opening up a lot of avenues for us to explore, for us to imbibe, for us to understand, and then use it for our patients, which only will definitely improve the care that we would like to extend and eliminate that human error. And the last, but the least, but I would like to thank everyone, and I'm definitely sure that all of us would be enlightened by the kind of speakers that have been lined up for us, and definitely we'll have a great session. So I would only like to say that this man is extraordinary and not ordinary, because there is a little thing that is extra in this gentleman, and I would like to sincerely thank Chibu John for giving us all the opportunity to learn something, to understand certain things, to imbibe certain things. And with the kind of speakers that we have lined up, yes, of course, I know for sure one of them, apart from Dinesh, Dr. Srinivasan, who's there, who was a colleague of mine in one of the colleges when we were teaching. And now I wish there was some 3D printing of mine so that I could be in the college all the days. Okay, but then they depended on biometrics. But then we would be enlightened by such well-read, well-qualified and acclaimed clinicians. I thank you very much, and we'll all have a great time today. Thank you very much once again, and wish you all the very best. Thank you.